Reese and he is my brother Jackson. Jackson's pushing me right now, but I still love my brother.
It's hard to lose a brother at the age of 19 when you were only 16.
She lost a best friend, she lost a brother. And that's something that doesn't just happen on the regular. And just the way she walks and the way she goes about life, this is the type of strong person I want to be friends with.
And I just remember one key memory from my childhood is Christmas morning. We always had this rule in my house that we weren't allowed to wake up our parents till 7 a.m., which sucks because I was the kid that woke up at 5 a.m. ready to go have Christmas morning. I always told my brother, I'm waking you up as soon as I get up. And he said, no, that's not happening because you're waking up at 4:30 in the morning. So I woke him up at 6 a.m. He would always be mad when I woke him up, but then we would just sit there and watch YouTube or something. It was always what he wanted to watch, but that was fine because we did it together. So that was definitely something for years we did. As we grew older, we separated a bit just because we are so different. I play sports, he plays video games. We are not the same human being in any way. So we definitely weren't as close as we were, but he was still my older brother and I always knew that, and he was always protective of me at school and everything, so that was always nice. My brother went to university in Nova Scotia, which is on the East Coast, it's like 19 hours away, so it's very far from us. I had no idea, to be honest, that he was struggling. In October, the year before he died, he had attempted his first suicide attempt. And I'll never forget the phone call he made to me after his first attempt. He called me and I was with my friends. To have him on the phone crying was something I'll never forget. He just wanted to be a better big brother. And so that was the first moment I kind of realized that this is something serious, that he wasn't successful because he had told someone that was his plan and they had stopped him, which almost made it worse because then on his second attempt, he didn't tell anybody. Everyone else's brothers came home for summer or their sisters came home and mine didn't. At the end of the day, it was his choice. He was 19, he didn't have to listen to anyone, and he chose to do that.
So I first met Reese back in August of 2023. At the time, I was the head coach of the Canadian U20 national team. Later that fall, she had reached out to our coaching staff expressing interest in coming to the United States and the NCAA. So through the recruiting process between myself and Coach Teeter and Reese and her family, we realized that Louisville would be a great fit for her academically, athletically, and socially as well.
Immediately when I saw her, I was just she seems like such a kind presence. I knew the story of Jackson before she committed, and I just remember thinking that she was the strongest person ever, and how are you so calm and collected when you're talking about your brother?
After he died, I struggled a lot until honestly I did come here. It wasn't a secret. Everyone knew my story because it's on my Instagram. It's not something I hide. It's something that is a part of me. So when I came here, I met people that genuinely hey, you do know it's not a bad thing to be upset about this still. It's okay to not be okay.
We always care about our athletes in 3 ways. Yes, as athletes, certainly as students, but most importantly as people first.
And think about your loved ones and that stuff that maybe are no longer with us a little bit too, but they're watching. They're watching. They're going to give you the extra strength into
With the mental health game, I've never felt more supportive than I did at both the 2 games I've been a part of. They know it's a game it's not just for me, it's for everyone. There's so many people that struggle with mental health, and having that something that's so important is such a blessing that this team does that and makes it such a big deal.
Being here at U of L is my 4th Division I institution that I've worked at, and by far has the best resources when it comes to mental health and mental performance.
Here on campus, we have so many health professionals that are just so willing to help us. It's okay to not be okay. You're allowed to feel upset. You're allowed to feel depressed. You're allowed to be anxious. It's all okay. And the more we talk about it, the more it's easier when people all talk about it so you don't feel as alone.
For her to now be an advocate for mental health, she wears him every single time she goes on that field with a bracelet that says Jackson on it or her necklace that says Jay on it. Just by having that on her wrist and showing people you can come out on top has been such a good growth for this program and growth for me too.
To be playing lacrosse, for 5 years at most, to making the Canadian national team, to being the leading goal scorer for an ACC program is something amazing and something that's a testament to the person that Reese is.
Losing someone or even battling mental health alone makes it so much worse. Do it together. When you do things together, it makes it so much easier. You can all carry the burden together instead of by yourself.